It certainly has been a bit. Welcome back to another episode from Halcyon Heights. You may be wondering where I am. Well, you may remember we had this spruce grove over here behind the butcher shop and tavern. Shortly after completing the peasant's compound, I got the idea that I wanted a stream to run past it on the western side. But streams need to start somewhere and end somewhere, so it was decided it would start up as a lake by the wall, carve its way through the hill, and terminate in another pond down in the fields, a perfect water source for all the crops. And well, as you can see, the project kind of ballooned a bit. But we now have this lovely area which serves several purposes. First, the grove of spruce trees helps to obscure the western side of the kingdom. It gives the town area a more closed-in feel. It also provides a plausible source for all of the spruce we have been using, especially in the western paths. Finally, the stream provides a split between the town area and the farmer area. After finishing the spruce grove over here, I got the idea for there to be a witch or oracle living over here on the outskirts of the kingdom. And with the announcement of the Pale Garden, I knew I wanted a dark oak forest over here that slowly becomes corrupted as you get closer to her house. So I did even more terraforming and started our dark forest down here while waiting for the server to update and recovering from some sickness. But now, the time has come. I am healthy again, and the server has just updated to 1.21.4. So let's go find a Pale Garden and farm some goodies. Alright, I think we've got everything we need for our adventure. I've brought out both of my hoes, both so we can get some leaves as well as some saplings. We're going to need those in order to actually plant our forest. I've also got several shulkers so we can collect a bunch of the goodies when we're there, as well as some torches. Although there are some small pale forests over to the northwest there, we are going to want to collect a lot of materials for our Pale Garden recreation. So we are going to head to the mining world, where we can farm to our heart's content without worrying that we're destroying a landscape that somebody may have wanted to build in. We are heading back to the starter village because all of the Pale Gardens in the mining world are actually closer to that portal. It is always nice to come back here for a visit. Now there is a Pale Garden pretty close to the northwest. But as you can imagine, even though it has only been like 5 days since the server update, a lot of the other members have flocked to the Pale Gardens, and that one was the first casualty. There may be a bunch of trees left, but I think it is likely that the creaking hearts have all been harvested. So, as much of a scaredy cat as I am, I want my first experience of the biome to be as authentic as possible, and that includes the creaking. Therefore, we're going to fly a bit further north to what I hope is an undisturbed Pale Garden. Like usual, I've gotten totally turned around and have overshot where I'm supposed to actually go. But we should be seeing the one that I'm heading for coming up on the horizon here somewhat soon. There we are. Interesting how the stuff outside of the biome is still so vibrant. Alright, we are here in the daytime, so I shouldn't have any issues with the creaking itself. And as far as I understand, it is independent of light levels. but other mobs can still spawn in this area. So I'm gonna light things up a bit while I can. Try and deter the regular mobs. Oh, hello. Some of these. Because from what I've witnessed, it's not the creaking that gets you. It's all the other mobs that get you. So we may as well try to mitigate that a little bit. Yes, let's not try and look at the Enderman. Also set up a bed here and maybe put on our chest plate just in case. We definitely need a lot of these. I want to have the same type of ambience, and since grown trees don't naturally come with these vines, as I understand, I'm going to collect as many as I can. As the sun is going down, my anxiety with the creaking is certainly going up. Suffice it to say, we are likely not going to spend many nights here. And we may not even spend a whole night here. Oh, look! This one's opened. Oh, that's probably where all of the baddies are coming from. Oh. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hello, sir. Hello. I don't know where you came from, but you can just go away. No, 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 no. What are you doing? I'm fine. Everything's fine. I hear you. I don't like that I hear you. We just see a creaking, and then we'll make it daytime. Going for the authentic experience, she says. Everything will be fine, she says. Being a little brave. Slightly brave. Maybe a bit. Ouch! Brave. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, hi. Okay, hi. You, sir, are not welcome here. Oh, you're pretty close to your heart? I think I see you, Mr. Birch Tree. I thought it was a skeleton. Apparently it's a birch tree. Ah! Oh! Okay. They move fast. Alright, okay, hi. I see you. You can just go away. Ha! Ah! Oh! Jeez. Okay. That's certainly cool. But, that's probably as much as my little heart can take. So, we're gonna, you know, grab this stuff, put our wings on, and fly back to our bed. So that we can gather some stuff in the relative safety of daytime. Yep. Yes, with my curiosity about the creaking fulfilled, and my anxiety at an all-time high, I got to work gathering materials from the forest, including wood, leaves, and as many saplings as we could find. Fine, everything's fine, we're okay. And although I was diligent on sleeping the night away, that is not to say we did not have any encounters with other mobs. The Reaper convention. Luckily though, we were able to gather quite a few goodies and escape relatively unscathed. Now that we have returned with our materials for creating our own corrupted forest, we can get right to it. I started out by deciding on the rough size and placement of the witch or oracle's house that would ultimately be built on the hill. I then started to plant the pale oaks around it and converting the grass into pale moss. I wanted the forest to be very dark and eerie, much like the naturally generated pale garden. So I grew the trees as close together as I could. As the trees come down the hill, they slowly change over to dark oaks, with some trees at the border between growing as a hybrid to show how far the corruption has reached. We still have some details to add, like more hanging moss, and I want to place some of the new eye blossoms around the landscape. But for now, let's move on to the house for the oracle. Or witch. I still have not decided exactly what she will be. I wanted to build the house in the same style as all the other buildings in the kingdom, but I wanted to be more washed out, like it too had been corrupted. So I used the new pale oak logs instead of the dark oak that is prevalent in all the other buildings. In a lot of my previous builds around the kingdom, I would build up a basic shell first and then worry about the details. But this time the details seemed to be coming to me first, so, as you can see, the house was completed in separate wall sections. For the roof, I did a combination of pale oak and pale moss in an attempt to make it seem like the building itself, in addition to being corrupted, was being reclaimed by nature itself. Although I was aiming for a washed out look, something seemed to be missing, so we added an accent color with the mangrove wood, which looks amazing with the pale oak. Building the house within the forest definitely proved to be challenging. There was definitely a bit of pruning of leaves, and there ended up being some parts that are not even visible. But despite that, it came out pretty good. Inside, I continued the theme of nature reclaiming the building with moss in the floor and creeping up the walls. We still need to decorate the inside with some furniture and such, but that will have to wait. Huh. What is this doing here? I have not seen this in quite a while. Any other time this has shown up randomly, there has always been another message, so let's see what it has to say now. Dark portents ahead. I swear this book keeps getting more and more cryptic and less helpful. Well, I guess we should put this back and watch out for dark portents. Well, with that back where it's supposed to be, it is time we wrap things up for this episode. Next time, I hope to finish off the final parts of the farming areas and the peasant huts that we have had marked out for what seems like forever. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, and until next time, stay floofy, my friends, and I will see you sometime in the future. Bye!